The only thing keeping you from having the ride height that you desire is these little rods on your Porsche Taycan 4S. These little ride height rods. Watch the video, figure it out, okay? Just need to sneak in here, pop this arm off. Careful though, because that sensor is $300 to replace, and that would not be any fun. So we actually at least have to capture you breaking it on film.
I will not be breaking anything. So we're gonna start up top, I think.
Probably don't even sell these sensors.
Bend that.
What if we take the Torx off?
Up here?
Yeah, and then you can. Do they make tools to pop sockets off them? Things like that? Yeah.
It's not broken.
He got her.
Looks like those guys.
Longer or shorter?
I bet they took it off when they did the bumper. Because that one is all mangled and I didn't do that.
He says he didn't do it, but it's okay. We're not manager, Dan. You can just tell us.
Or is it just that they greased the metal one? No, I'm just being honest.
You don't have to be. You don't have.
It's okay. You're in a safe space here.
So let me just explain how this works. You see, this little arm connects to a ride height sensor and the controller. So what you do, in the front, you want to lower it. We'll insert some findings by someone on some random Porsche forum. But basically, you take this and you add a certain amount of millimeters. It tricks out the sensor into thinking the car is higher than it is, and so it lowers the airbag system. In the back, I think you actually do a shorter arm. We will confirm and put that on here. Basically, you pop this arm off, this threaded rod, with another ball cup on here, and then a locking nut on there, and then hopefully the car's lower when we're done. All right, so what we're thinking is you get the 100 millimeter rods, you get whatever these ends are, you cut the rods 30 millimeters off. This is at least what we've learned on the front. This will make the rod about 95 millimeters ball to ball, which is about 7 millimeters longer than the original rod. And that should drop it around 17 or 18 millimeters, we think.
These are a captured ball end. So what you do is there's a little captured, it's a spring collar. So what it is just a bent piece of metal here. There's a collar inside, will hold the ball in, but once you got it popped into the ball, you'll come back and put the pin through and snap the collar around. And that's just an additional little safety measure to make sure that the ball doesn't pop out.
The next most important part of this process is comment, liking, and subscribing to the video. All right, so if you are going to be taking your wheels off, just remember, if they're the carbon fiber inlay, how much was it?
They're $8,770.
$8,770 option. So you don't want to scratch that.
So if you're gonna do your swap here, you gotta take the wheels off. And so this lug nut here is keyed. This one has a front trunk. And in here, on the driver's side, a little compartment here, got your tool kit. Thank you. All keyed.
So you pop that hose out of the way. Harness or whatever that is, probably a brake line. Not important. We're gonna need to take this, which is T25s. Could really use my air wrench right now. And so proud of his little Master Force tool here.
It's just, it was something I was looking for, and I was almost going to spend $60 to $80.
Note to self: cut this whole section out. If you're in the market if you're interested in the tools that we're using, you can find them at Menards.com. We got so frustrated with the 5-cylinder Daza that we decided to switch over to fully electric, something that we don't need a tuner for. It just kind of, you press the power button and it goes. We needed to reverse all this engineering that Porsche so kindly did for us. We wanted to make it lower. Every car deserves to be just a little bit lower. Quick jack. It's rated for about 5,000 pounds. This car is about 5,000 pounds, so we should be.
Hopefully we don't die.
Got a margin of safety there.
I think you're probably good there, because I'll hold this down out of the way for you.
Will ya, Tan? So what I did was I got, well, I don't know what I did on the other side. I got something like behind here somehow. This, create a little lever arm. So the rears are the opposite way. So we're measuring these at about 95 ball to ball. And in order to get that same drop that we're dropping in the front, we're going to reduce this by 8 millimeters. So we want to shoot for 87 millimeters ball to ball. So we're going to have to cut our rods. Well, if we cut them around 30 millimeters to get 95 before, we'll have to cut them about 40 millimeters to get that same distance. It's definitely lower, and I think it's still working on going lower.